My name is Andy Rein. I started competing in wrestling in 1966 when I was 8 years old. And it was my third grade teacher that made an announcement at class. And she said that the city of Stoughton was going to offer a program called Saturday Morning Recreation. And it was going to involve two sports, basketball and a wrestling. And I thought about it and I go, well, I know what basketball is, okay, but what's this wrestling all about? You know, thinking back at that time, it worked out really well. I mean, I had some success early on, and I think the reason why, if I had to venture a guess, it was because my background on the farm. We had 300 acres, we had dairy cattle, we raised tobacco, all of the feedstock that went into supporting the cattle that we had. There wasn't a day that there wasn't something to do.
When I think of Andy Rein, I think of really one word, is toughness. And I think Andy learned that at a very young age. He grew up in Stoughton, Wisconsin, out in the country, and he grew up in a farm family and probably had the two toughest jobs there are in farming. And that's number one, milking cows, as well as harvesting tobacco, which is a back-breaking job. So I think when Andy started wrestling, he actually got a relief on hard work. So I think Andy learned about wrestling and hard work and toughness, all from growing up on the farm.
In high school, I did some freestyle and some national competitions, some international as well. But then, I started getting recruited. And, to me, the choice to go to Wisconsin was easy. I mean, I was 20 miles away from Madison, so the proximity, so that my parents could come and watch if they could get off the farm. The two coaches at Wisconsin at the time were from Stoughton, okay, Dwayne Clevin and Russ Hellickson. Looking back, we had some great people on the team. So because of those guys, I said it's possible to achieve greatness at Wisconsin.
Andy was easy to coach. You really didn't really coach him. You kind of managed him. He knew how to win. So if you gave him the opportunity and the right workout partners, why, he was going to win for you. He won the Big Ten twice. He was a national champion and then became very good in freestyle wrestling.
So the Pan American Games was my first big international competition, and that got me going in the right direction, of course. I made the world team in 1981, did not medal. I ended up taking fourth, but I felt like I was right there. I remember in 81 when I went to Tbilisi, okay, didn't really know a lot about this tournament. Didn't really understand that, a handful of Americans had ever won the tournament before, and went through that tournament, and I think my record might have been 1-5. Okay, I think I might have beat a Hungarian and lost to 5 different Russians. So then in 83, we had a training camp in Iowa City. Jay Robinson was going to be the coach, taking us over to Tbilisi that year. And I remember at the end of one practice, we were running around the wrestling mat in Iowa City, and Jay goes, "Ryan, come here." And I go, "Yeah, coach, what's up?" He said, "You should win this tournament next week." He said, "You're wrestling very well." And the first thought I had in my mind was, in 81, I was 1-5. Okay, there's only been like 6-7 Americans that have ever won it. Okay, but immediately I changed my mindset, and I'm thinking, I'm going to win this damn tournament. And lo and behold, if I get upside up in the finals and ended up beating them 3-2, and then guess what? I was the Tbilisi champion, and I don't think Abzida ever wrestled again. In 82, I got beat up by Andre Metzger, separated my shoulder, and he was on the world team, so I didn't get to compete. And then in 83, I got beat out by somebody that I never lost to before, Nate Carr. Okay, and I'm thinking, what the heck just happened? And you start to doubt yourself a little bit, but something inside, that inner drive, you have a goal, you want to make the Olympic team, you want to make the world team, you want to keep striving and trying to achieve greatness. I kept going. Could have been any one of us on that team in '84, probably. Why was it me? And I think there's a lot of little things like it talked about, that making that commitment and doing different things, and it was important to me. I wanted to be there. Truthfully, it's been an honor to be involved with this sport, to have the coaches that I've had, the environment that I've been placed in, to have the ability to succeed, the different teammates that I've had over the years, the opponents that I've had. I mean, truly been blessed in a lot of ways.
I'd like to congratulate Andy Rein on being inducted to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. What a great career as a competitor, as a wrestler, as well as a coach. So Andy, congratulations on being inducted to the Hall of Fame.
First of all, I'm truly honored. It's about getting involved with something that you can gain knowledge from, that you can develop a passion for, develop love for. And if you can develop that passion and love for something, you can probably succeed in anything. It's been a great journey, yeah, it's been a great journey.